Hey guys, Cy here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit this week about safety. We are out here every single week with these machines. I see every single one of your OSHA comments, and I just wanted to address some things there for myself, Cycon, and you guys. You guys should have safety on your mind from day one, Monday at 8 a.m. till Friday at whenever you guys shut down. That should be your number one concern, is the safety of your guys. And if you don't have a safety program in place, I understand where you can be sitting there thinking, oh, that'll never happen, until it does, my guy. I'm telling you right now, something as simple as tailgate meetings with your guys when they get to the job, or safety check-ins once a week, talk about some type of topic and make sure everybody signs a safety sheet. That is a 100% easy start, and that way you can start talking about safety every week. Now, if there's something that happens on the job, hey, and let me just address PPE, number one. If you guys are still fighting with your guys about hard hats and vests, don't get me wrong, my guys need reminders every once in a while, but that should be like the standard for your company. And hey, owners, big dogs, don't think you ain't got to wear this stuff. You're the leader. So when I get out here, don't get me wrong, guys, you'll catch me every once in a while without a hard hat on or a vest. But I want my guys going, hey, where's your vest? Hey, where's your hard hat? This is my job. This is what's required of us. And this is a standard that Cycon puts in place. We can be on projects that doesn't need, a hard hat's not needed, a vest is not needed. But guess what? Even if you're in the freaking woods, just you and another guy, how are you supposed to see that guy if he's wearing a brown shirt and you're working in the woods that day? He just looks like a damn tree. I know that sounds so simple until somebody, like it would never happen until somebody actually gets severely hurt. Workman's comp claims are not something you want in your business. I will just tell you that. Luckily, we've only had a few over the years through here, nothing serious. But we take shoring, benching serious, and it's the simple stuff, guys. It's not the shoring and the benching and ladders and OSHA safety, like that should come to you common practice before you stick somebody down 6 foot, 10 foot, 15 foot in the ground. Like that should be the number one topic. But it's the small stuff that people get hurt. Bending over to pick up an 8-inch valve. I had a workman's comp claim one time and a guy popped his thumb into a bucket because it was too dang heavy. When we had machines there and an extra guy, pick it up, set it down in the ditch. We don't save your back. Don't get me wrong, there's times to use your back, your hands, and just get it done. You don't need a machine. But there's other times that the machine's right there, hop in the machine, put the weight on the machine. Starting a safety program, it can go as far in depth as you want it to. There's big companies that have major safety programs, and don't get me wrong, I am trending that direction. I can't wait to have a safety guy here because it's not about going around getting people in trouble. It's going around hopefully saving the liability of a manslaughter case if you're an owner or whatever the case may be, and looking out for the company as a whole so that everybody can make that bonus at the end of the year because we ain't got to pay out on some stupid accident, right? So there's incentive culture there as well going along with your safety program, but you have to be the guy to set your foot down when things go wrong and go up and go, hey, that should have never happened, and here's how I would have attacked this. Let me hear how you got to your thinking, how to get up to this point, and how'd you let that happen. I need to know that. I use them as coaching, teaching moments when things do happen. No, we don't have a safety guy going around. I'm still the safety guy. I still wear that hat and go, hey, why is this hole 5-6 foot deep and we ain't even got one bench in it? I'm that picky. Like 4 foot's 4 foot. I know the angle of the camera can be a little weird sometimes, and when these guys are in utility ditches and working and whatnot, but I assure you that we take extreme diligence and pride in making sure that we're safe, the guys are safe, and we don't let anybody in a hole that isn't. And even in scenarios where it sucks to dig extra and you got to deal with utilities, etc., like just take the time, make the hole safe before you put a guy in there. Oh, don't get me wrong, I see the OSHA police in our comments, but How many other utility companies that are on YouTube showing their ditches every day? Just wanted to throw that out there. Everybody can sit down there in that comments and go, what about this, what about that? But guys, nobody else is doing what we're doing. If we don't show awareness into this and you guys just want to pick apart each other as an industry, then let's go ahead and do that. But if you see something encouraging like, hey man, that ditch didn't even look deep enough to bench, put that comment down there and add encouragement into our safety. But I totally understand where you guys are coming from. You see something, you want to make a comment on it. I appreciate it. I see all of them and I go back and watch the video and make sure we were okay. You've got to have a safety program. And hey, shout out to Wesley. He kind of took over. You got to find guys within your business. Yes, I'm passionate about safety and everybody going home at night, but I'm not as passionate about making sure that all the topics are covered and etc. Wesley, from what he's told us in his goals of last year, he is. And he'd like to be maybe that QC safety guy. So we're already encouraging that. I'm letting Wesley take over the safety side, deal with the topics every Monday, talking with the guys and making sure that we're getting our tailgate meetings done. So find somebody within your company, if you have 8 or 10 guys, that takes it more serious than not, and have him start training your guys. It doesn't matter as long as you're bringing safety up before you go and do the work. It doesn't help after the fact. Talk about it, make it. If you've got a bunch of guys that think safety isn't important, you got the wrong guys, because my number one duty is making sure every man and woman here that comes to work goes home after they've been here. And it's my job. And it's starts at the top to ensure that they have the proper knowledge that when they dig 15 feet deep, they understand how many benches, what type of soil type they're in, and who the competent person is on site. Last thing on addressing OSHA, put it kind of here at the end of the video for only you true guys that maybe can help with all the OSHA comments, but SciCon invites State of Arkansas OSHA into our office every single year. And honestly, Will, we probably need to get a clip of that next time he comes in. We invite OSHA into our office. They talk with 3 of our guys every single year. They come through our shop, write us up, mock up violations, what we're doing bad. They come to the job site to check on the every single year. We've been doing that for 4 years now. And you're like, why would you ever do that, Si? Well, you know what? The OSHA that you're so scared of and I'm so scared of is federal OSHA. And if you're already in talks with the state OSHA board, guess what, guys? Federal OSHA, when they show up on your job site and you don't have a document in their database anywhere, they're not going to like you very much. But let me tell you something. If you're already dealing with the state of your state, and we happen to be in Arkansas's OSHA's office is going to go, hey, feds, back up. They're already working on all these things. If there's something we need to address, all I'm saying is invite that state OSHA into your office and onto your job. Find out what you're doing wrong. Find out if you have to before it's somebody's life. We take it extremely serious, but it's the small things, backing up trucks, hooking up trailers, making sure you got a spotter clearly visible, like cell phone use, like I could go on. Wesley, what's some other safety topics?
Benching, slipping, falling.
Slips and falls. That's like the #1 occurrence for a workman's comp claim is slips and falls, making sure you have proper footwear, steel toes, etc. Like, it's the little stuff. It's not even the big stuff. The big stuff is the shoring and the benching and ladders in holes and making sure before anybody, that's obvious. Like, if you ain't got that together, you need to stop what you're doing and either get out the industry or go talk to somebody and get serious about it, because you have to have a program in place for these guys to follow. Now, don't get me wrong, my program wasn't great and it's still a work in progress, but like I said, Wesley's been taking over the safety topics. We've been working a little bit more diligent in the office on the employee handbook and on the safety side of things to ensure that we're being as safe as possible before we get these guys out on the job. And now we are fixing to have 10 videos for them to watch specific to exactly what their nature of their job description is before they even hit the job. Do you know what these superintendents could do with a guy like that before you stick them in? Because I used to. Here's your shovel, here's your hard hat, go talk to that guy, he'll put you to work. Well, you're just killing everybody's success from the get-go. And it took me some time to figure that out. But safety, have to drill it home first. no matter what, upon anything else. If you've got an unsafe guy, he's not worth your payroll. Get him out of there. I'm telling you, if he's not willing to change and jump on board with your safety program as you walk through this, get rid of him right then and there. He's gonna cost you either somebody's life, the company a ton of money, because he's too ignorant and he's too arrogant to adhere to a simple safety policy. Hope that helps you guys so much today. We're out here at the airport. Thank you so much. Drop that sub, drop a like on the channel, and put it down in the comments down below. Another topic that you guys maybe want to hear me go in depth on. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, be safe, be kind, be humble. Deuces!